Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Taking its own sweet time. When there's ever gonna move, portfolios are dripping red tonight. Feeling down our stormy in our minds. They say that buying red days can make us millionaires. One bullet cross is all we need. Sometimes trading this market ain't always what it claims to be. Bitcoin, I'll hodl you. I'll forever DCA into you. I'll forever hodl you, Bitcoin.
I wait for someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in me. You won't tell me something new. Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess. And you won't tell me something new. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess. And you won't tell me something new. Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on hold. None of my cash can fold. None of my cars are gold. Digital dash on gold. Cash digital dash digital. Go. Digital.
Bring out them dead portfolios. Bring out them dead coins. There goes the rent money. Again.
You know I win if you win. You know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold. I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb.
Mix it up.
When you trade crypto, and when the market's often slow, labor hands drop as prices go down. Where's the high market rebounds?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in crypto right now, you are missing out on one of the biggest opportunities in your life. Hit that like button, join and subscribe, and enjoy Road Dog Crypto.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I sincerely thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. Right behind me, you'll see a miraculous little piece of technology called the Tangem Ring, which is just like one of these guys, the Tangem wallet. Works with an NFC-enabled phone to keep your crypto safe and secure off of exchanges. And that's just best for crypto altogether. If it's not on the exchange, well, you're going to keep it nice and safe in your custody the way it's supposed to be on your wallet. Ring if you got it. Very safe, very secure. Tangem, one of the best wallet technologies out there available. Save 10% off with the code DAWG, D-A-W-G. Hard to forget that. So, this market, right? This market on a Friday got us excited on the mornings. Figured they would. Last night, if you were with me, we were talking about it. And I anticipated that, the flag boys would be out, and I was not disappointed this morning. Calling to the upside around 72, 73. Failing to neglect the other signs on possibilities on the wall. They just needed to tune out a little bit. Got a little ahead of themselves, I believe. But here is, we're on the 6-minute time frame. Just normally, the rule of thumb, let's be clear about this. Top-down analysis is what it's called. Bigger time frames coming down. The smaller time frames will help you, will open your eyes to what's going on in the market, even on the smaller time frames. I know that there are some people out there that are teaching, no, you learn it all on the 1 minute. Now, the 1 minute's going to tell you what that 4 hours you want to do. You got to go to the 1 minute. I'm here to say you'll see them get wrecked from that idea. And no, it doesn't work that way. We're just going to call that out. All right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the last 6 minutes on the 6-minute chart on Bitcoin. I've got a trend line, but what if you didn't have a trend line? What were we watching over here? Can I get a clean chart? Somewhere? Anywhere, please? Anything important on this one? Can I erase? Oh, screw it, we'll always draw it back. So that's just lines on a chart, 6-minute chart. Walk right into it and see what's going on. It was tricky where we had this big dip right here that happened right on the 24th. We came down to 65, worse than where we are now. I remind you that right down here is a 382 Fibonacci area. Bouncing off of this, or reclaiming it rather. It came a little bit below it. Reclaiming it was a good sign. I'm still maintaining that if we hold this area, this 382 Fibonacci area, 65, whatever, we got a good chance of a strong bounce coming. This is just a retest in my in my analysis. I just see this as a retest of this area. So what was going on? Well, you start by my strategy is I've always followed trend line. This is how I would read this. I'm just going over it. We follow the trend line. Oh no, it broke it. Oh no, it's over. We need to take profits, whatever. Oh, she went sideways. That's interesting. We got to keep an eye on this one. She came down. What did she do? I want to bring up my fibs while we're doing this. Let's go step by step. She also came down to a 382 Fibonacci. We're looking for those right now. Used to, we'd be looking for 618s a little bit more, maybe sometimes lower. Right now, we got our eyes on 618 or 382s. You asked me why? Why, Road Dog? Why are we suddenly changing? Because we're starting to see bullish market structure. We started changing our market structure over here. Instead of making the lower highs and lower lows, now we started making higher highs and higher lows. On the smaller scale, we haven't knocked out that bigger high we need yet, but we changed the trend. Even if it's a micro trend, technically. There could be, but I mean, even if it is, that's what we're looking for on this trend. It means a continuation of this trend up. So we got it there. So, what's the deal there? Well, you're probably, by my strategies, the way that I kind of do things and look at this market, is that I'm also following trend lines to figure out where should I get in. And this is how I do it. This is what I do. I'm following to see where she's going to get out. I'm following the bottom trend line to see where I want to get in. All the top trend lines right here was a great place. That coupled with some other signals that you might want to add for me, and the 9 moving average is just kind of awesome, which we gained above, broke out. So yeah, I'm cool. Back in, right? That's in theory. This is how this is my strategy. I would be getting in here. Let's do it this way. I don't think I've ever done it this way. And let's just start out this way. I would have been looking at getting out here, or making sure, I had stop loss. I had some kind of exit strategy in place is what I'm saying when I put this there. When I say we break a trend line, you better have an exit strategy, whether that was been taking profits on these pumps, paying yourself a little bit, or having a stop loss just set below a trend line, something to save your ass when she goes south. So even if I saw this on the small time frames, this is what I do. This is how I get in. I would have been getting in here. Some people will be waiting for confirmations, this and that, but this is how I use trend lines and my moving averages to get into trades. So this is how I play the game. I'd be looking to get in and break out, taking profits, or all or partial or whatever, employing that strategy, make sure I get paid there. So watch price, see what's going on. Oh no, she's going on up, but it's not confirmed, so I don't have a higher high, so not safe for me to add to a trade. So we just keep our eye on it, and we're looking for places for it to turn around. Pull our fibs, and keeping our eye on this 200 moving average. Oh look, we got it. Cross trend line. Buy signal for me right here, breaking that trend line, getting above the 9 moving average, even on whatever time frame. I'm on the 6 minute, so hey, this is if I was day trading, this is exactly what I would be doing, exactly how I do, or try to. This is the strategy that I employ. So that's kind of what we got going on, right? Just following those trend lines, getting our entries and exit, and we just keep repeating this process. But eventually what we're doing is, here, I want to point this out. And now that's the general thing that I'm following right along, and getting in, getting out along this line. But in general, what we're doing is overall, we're connecting these bigger things. As this trend line grows, this one grows and loses it and falls down here. Now we're developing a more mature trend line. Now we got 2 touch points here we can go by. Now we got a stronger trend line. Now the game changes a little bit more for me, right? As our trend line matures, as we knock out one wave here, or one touch, and we got to confirm another one, see what we do. Retested that idea, broke out now. Things change a little bit. Now when I get this point of the game, this is when I start looking for a channel idea, which is off a little bit, but that's just one of the things that I do. We'll put that as a dotted line right now, because there's another little thing that I want to make sure that we do right now too. So in this game, if we're just watching this play out, this is obviously all we got so far, what's showing right there. Let's get rid of those fibs because they've served their purpose for what we were using them for there. So price keeps on going, and now she starts taking off, and wow, so we start follow. I'm going to follow this guy with the trend line. Same story, man. We start breaking it. I gotta pay myself something. Do something. We gotta change our plans now. So this is my get out area. So you got a little bit of movement there. Same thing as before. Oh, look, we got a breakout above the non-moving average. That looks like a good place to add or enter. And ironically, it's probably about the same that you might have took profits at. You know, it's a wash if you're adding or not. And then she starts developing her own little fuzzy trend lines and whatnots. And we do the same thing, ins and outs. But mostly following this trend line now, and anytime that price is near it or bouncing off is a good time to enter. So it coming back here, that would be another place, especially if I'm front running now that I got this trend line. Knowing me, I probably say, I'm going to add to my trade here. But I know that I've got a stop loss I did, and if she loses trend line, well, crap. That's one to pay attention to because this is a much bigger move. This happened about 10 o'clock. Last night when we lost that trend line. Okay, so now what's going on? We had a channel, we lost it. That's it. We lost this one. This was a big deal. And the other strategy, now I want to take a fib. Swing low to swing high, tell me where I need to buy. And what are we looking for? We're looking for that 382 again. Same thing we were looking for when we pulled it for the smaller pull down here. I want to pay attention and see if we get a bounce here. So I'm a little skeptical. Like, I don't know, because she could come on down further. So we watch it. It's weird. Same trend line strategy. Oh, look, she got a breakout above the 9. Well, shoot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm looking for a trade setup there. I'm looking for an entry right. Where'd that happen? Right there. And that's what we had this morning, and they started pumping up, and then the morning show saw a flag because we talked about this last night, man. What do they immediately go to on the small time frames? It's a flag. It's some kind of flag. Even if it's not a flag, we're going to immediately assume that it's a flag, and it's always to the upside. Okay? I mean, we had our first warning when we came out of this channel. That's like, something's on, because you can take a measured move from this channel. And you are, even though we only have this one touch, really, we could also take one from here just to double check, and we'll do that. But take this, put it here. This is kind of my thought process, what I go through during the day. This is how I'm looking at the charts, and this is how I'm pulling it out. And when I zoom out through this, hopefully it'll kind of like, I looked at it that way too. I seen that too. I didn't think about looking at it that way. Maybe I learned something. I don't know. I'm just going through how I do this stuff on these smaller time frames. It's different from what you see from the standard. Oh, look, we'll just put her in this and see what she does to the upside, because if she breaks out, she's going all the way up to $69,000. Yeah, I don't do that. You do that so many times, get your ass handed to you because they don't play out. And you're also at an area of resistance. You know that from this last high we had. Didn't quite make it up there either. That was the first warning sign when we can't get past the previous high that something's going on. But we're just busy following this guy, right? We don't know. We got this trend line going and giving it a little wiggle room and watching it and everything. And she breaks it and we're like, oh crap, what happened here? Oh, that's a warning sign. Oh, it's all over, baby. It's all over. So what do I do at that point? I'm pulling fibs. I'm looking. I'm going swing low to swing high. What's going on? Where are we bouncing from? What's that? We came down to, we got too much going on here. We're looking for this guy right here, right? It came down to the 0.5 Fibonacci. And that's Dow theory, Charles Dow theory. A strong impulse move usually retraces about 50% of the way, and that's why we got this one on here. It's come standard on your fib chart. It's not really technically a fib, but that's cool. And then we regained the 382, closed some candles there. I'm like, that counts. So to me, front running, I know the little degen in me would nibble here. Although the the smarter DGen would be wait and see if we get back above the trend line and then get in and then go hard, because it'd be a strong fast move is what I teach you, break back into the trend line. And what it did, it broke back in the trend line and it went hard. Now, doing all this, it's doubtful that anyone would play this perfectly because it happened so fast and what to look for. So it's kind of a toss-up of whether you would nail this idea or not in the real world, right? Maybe so. If you had a clue that about the bear trap, swing failure patterns, or however you want to identify them, where the Fibonacci's and the Fibonacci clues, yeah, you probably could run it. I like that. All right, so maybe jump back in, but then, oh God, when we get out, well, the fibs kind of give us, but we also know that we got this previous high over here. We got to go it and get above it, and it looks like that's what we're going to do, right? Oh, we came down, made a higher low. It's good. We just made like a higher high. Yeah. She didn't do it. She went up to a nice little rejection area up here, and I got my cheater fibs, if you see that up here. Not as accurate, in my personal opinion, as me pulling the fibs the other way, but it's a nice little cheat code that I got built into my fibs here, an area to watch out for. She is right up there to them. Shout out to Joe from TradingView. I don't know if he's on here, but he's doing something, a similar concept. I mean, we're different in the way that but the part about the fibs and the general idea behind it, he's been doing a really good way of explaining that. He's not using fib levels, he's using different levels, the regular percentage levels. Check that out. That's a neat strategy too. I'm a fib guy though, so I'm partial to the sacred geometry of these numbers and just how well they've done for me. But it's a great strategy. It's a range strategy. Everything's based on whatever move we got. Anyway, so now, after we see things pop down over here, we might be asking ourselves, oh hell, what's going on? So we'll put our fibs and we'll start watching. We got a trend line here that, we just keep on extending it, right? It worked for us down here, worked for us here. Caught the bear trap and came up, and now, this possible early target that we had up there. Well, she didn't make it past it. Lower low. First warning sign. Oh man, we didn't make a higher high. We made a lower low. That's the first sign of a downtrend. We gotta put our thinking caps on and be very cautious. So when she broke this trend line here, I mean, that you definitely need to have stop losses in place if you want some safety somewhere under your major trend lines. She lost it. That was the exit signal, and then we look for the fibs to see where she'll catch. Maybe she'll catch down here at the 382 and bounce back in like she did here. We'll just go happy. Didn't happen. That was when the dump happened. Bum, bum, bum. That's when the 1 minute guys realized that trade that they set up and all their 15 years of professional experiences was not going to play out. And you probably won't hear much about that tomorrow. You'll only see it reflected in the numbers on that account, as it will be lower. So all the gains that they talked about making repeatedly, and this is how you grow your account. You just keep doing what I do, and it never grows. It breaks even. That's good. That's better than losing. But after 6 months, if you got something, especially if you're teaching it, especially the newbies, the risky 1 minute chart thing, which, I mean, I'm not trying to diss all of that, but the new people coming in are just getting wrecked. Okay. They're not learning from that. That is not proper risk management for your community, my friend. But hey, flag it out to the upside, right? Something coming to cup and handles. They always work out, right? Cup and handle to the upside. And then she dumped like a little whiny. And in a situation from this, when she starts going, she break your field. I mean, you can just sit back and watch, and all you can do is zoom out. Okay. That's when we come back to this guy. Now, when she made this low here, we might want to take this idea and say, hey man, maybe that trend is maturing, so we'll drag this one out as well, right? That could be our little backup area, but she broke through it too, even popped back up and we think, oh man, maybe it's a bear trap. That's what I'll be thinking. I'm thinking, oh man, let's see if we can get in. It may have took a nibble. I don't know, my deal DGen. I'm just telling you what I would be thinking. I would be saying, oh, we got a candle in there. My little DJ was like, let's go ahead, do it. So you might get caught up in some stuff, not waiting for confirmations, trying to jump in here. But I would be looking for a jump in, right? I would. It was juicy in the other places when it happened, right? Didn't happen, then she lost it, and that was a bad sign. So this But it's okay because we know if we don't close candles above the line, well, it's going to poop all over our face and make us tell us it's chocolate cake. And we don't like that. I like chocolate cake, but I don't want anything. So we started this. I tried to, this is the thought process. This is what was going on today. Let me clear this out again. She getting too stuffed, but I will 6-minute chart. Another way you could have followed this, take the tops, respect that angle, but you would have to be coming in. I mean, you could kind of front run. You could go early on this idea here. Well, the Lindbergh company, no, no, but then that also identifies your channel. Now look at that. When you do this, and to me, in my opinion, this is one of the most correct ways to actually look at what happened. Channel, simple channel. But this way, I got it from the tops, and we're coming in here after this is played out just to confirm it. But now I definitely see what's going on. Now you got definitely a solid trend line, and we were trying to follow that. And now you got a retest of that trend line, and this is what happened. Broke out of a channel, came back in, retested that trend line, didn't make it, got rejected. Now measure move for the channel is just straight down. It's just the width of the channel. Put that at the breakout area, and it tells us that, hey man, we got a place that we can come down here. Now if you know this channel has been kind of short there. Technically, we would want to see how this angle is respected at the bottom of that. I do. And it exposes the whole breadth of the channel a little bit more. Fewer touches, but we touched here. Didn't, and then this turns into more of our mid channel, if you can see that. And this is how channels work. This is how they work. There's a middle area that price will kind of congestion, and you may not see it if it's doing something. You may be just thinking, oh, this is the channel, and when you're zoomed in or watching them develop, that happens. But you flush it out. The channel theory and channels are the way to go. I'm just telling you. I didn't like them when I first started. I thought it was too boring and old style. I was like, no, I want some funky patterns, man. I want some heads and shoulders. I want all the funky ones. 3 baby cows crying in the night. You come on. I want every pattern you can show me, baby. I want to get this thing. And all fits in within the channel and triangle strategy ideas. We do use other patterns. We do look at other patterns, but the biggest pattern, in my personal opinion, from studying Thomas Bukowski, the one that matters is the one that you zoomed out and found, not the one that you zoomed in and kind of trying to force into some kind of shape. When you zoom out, that's when the patterns help you. When you zoom in and then you try to force patterns, that's when you're not living up to your full potential. You're getting some bad habits in the pattern trading. I thought we was going to look at the market. I didn't know we was going to school tonight. I am so sorry. I get started. I love this. I got a passion for this. I can't help it. I like talking about this all the time. I do this for free. I do this for free. So same idea. Measure move from the breakout to the breakdown. Did it work? Is it accurate? How accurate is it? I'd say it did pretty well. Put it where the breakout is. And this is not 100%, but I would say that for this first move, especially, that's not bad. There's a little warning sign. Of course, me, I'm going to have fibs out and everything because, well, you'll see. She came to her 786 on that first wick. The fibs already knew. She came back up, retested this area. We can pull a new fib and it would probably blow your mind. But we'll just stick with the old one because we can, you can do that. You don't always have to flip flop the fibs. The levels, sometimes the levels stay the same and the numbers just change. Anyway, not always, but sometimes, most time. We bounced off there and we got rejected. And then what's our next fib level? On my channel that I've reached, 886. It's your deeper retracement. That's where we came down to. Perfectly. She respect the 786. She respect the 886. This, we're praying, crossing our fingers that this was the bottom. What are the clues, Road Dog? Are there any clues that that's the bottom? There are. So when you get scared in the market like this and they're dumping on us, trying to get us scared, flushing people out of this market. Man, I looked at my account went down. Oh man. I mean, I do spot margin, right? I'm doing position trading, so I'm having to ride through a lot of these storms more than I like, and I don't like it. I like it when number goes up, but I don't like it when price is ranging. It sucks more, and we've been ranging for a long time. So I'll be glad this market turns around, and then I can ease out of these positions and just start more of a swing trade, which I do on spot a lot. And within my spot margin. I'm not missing out. It's just a longer play. So bouncing off this 786, 886 area. Possible bottoms. What could be the signs? Divergence is what I'm looking for. And divergence is where we go from candle bodies, very important, especially. And some people do it from the wicks, and I'm telling you, man, the reason that I'm telling you to do it from the bodies is because if we're using the RSI, the indicators, they are basing their information they get here off of candle closes, those numbers that the candles close on whatever time frame. So if you're taking your measurements, your angles from the wicks, you might get a different reading than what's actually going on there. Candle bodies here. So this bottom to this bottom sloping down, right? So we want to look at our indicators here. That bottom to there, make sure I got the right one. They're even here now. That is a form of divergence, but it's a weak form of divergence. So there's a little hope, but not the real one that we want to see on the RSI. Now I like the RSI. I think that's the best one of the best ones to look for your divergence. But some people use other indicators. For instance, like Market Cipher here with the wave, we got that's a bullish divergence right here between those 2 points. Saying so, Market Cipher, we got some bullish divergence here, and you might see it maybe on stochastics or maybe even on the MACD. Some people are looking like here at these points. Now there's none here, but there is on Market Cipher, so we got at least one form of divergence. So we get at least a little bit of a bounce. That doesn't convince me that we're out of the woods yet. That doesn't convince me that we're not going to go lower than this 886 yet. Hopefully we will. The only thing that can help me right now is back to our basics. We've already fulfilled our measure move, right? And then some with a retest. Let's get that fib out of here. Let's clear up the chart so we can see what's going on. Now, I could have skipped all this bull crap if I just zoomed out to a bigger time frame and got a quicker answer. We're just here on the 6 minute going through. Hopefully, it's a teaching thing, at least an insightful thing to at least what I'm looking at this market and what's guided me, because I apply this stuff on the bigger time frames as well. But I'm just telling you now, the bigger time frames would save us a lot of time from trying to figure out what's going on with all this nitpicky 6 minute stuff. But hey, we're here. Let's do it. I'm looking for trend lines, right? Following this little guy. Broke out. Oh, let's buy. Get in. Oh no, she sucks. Don't forget your fibs. We'll get into that in just a second. Retest and here. Okay, so we got this one. So maturing trend line. That's what we're looking for. Bring her out to our new touches. Now look how the angle is respecting this one. Do you see the angle right there? The angles are important right there. Layer right on top of it. Same angles here. We got us something, baby. We're getting a bite. We're getting something. Now, if it's respecting this, what's going on? Here's the bottom of that. I want to start here. Well, that didn't work out. This is what we got. What's going on here? Is that a megaphony pattern? Yes, it is. What do we look for in a megaphony pattern? Partial decline. What is that? That's where price keeps going down and it stops dropping to respect this trend line. It stops respecting this. I'm not even, I'm afraid of heights. I'm not going down there. And it's afraid to make that step. So she starts leveling off here. And that's not the best partial decline. It's kind of within this zone, but we're taking what we got. Okay. She seems to come back and form this area here. The 786 is a partial decline. 786, or this is the 7. This is the 886. That's right. That's right. I believe that's what we had. Anyway, partial decline, and then we got a breakout of this level. Now, since it was respected so well right here and right there, I'm counting this as real. One thing that I might do here is kind of, is that really a good breakout? What's going on? I'll come to my RSI. Hello, RSI. We'll blow you up. Was that really a breakout RSI? We want to chart the RSI. I know it's crazy. She tried to do something there. a little fake out. Maybe we should include that now. Yeah, we can, don't matter, but we're above that, right? Even if we include that little bit, it's a breakout, baby. We got a little retest of this area. Looking pretty interesting. Did we bottom? All this on the 6-minute time frame. Is there a measured move from the? You bet your ass there is. And I'm just going to do it the easy way because I'm lazy anymore with these things. Going to 618 down to the 0 line, and I'm going to put you right here at the breakout, and it's telling me that we should be coming up to this 886 Fibonacci area, which is perfect. On the fib levels, I couldn't ask for anything better than that. That's what I'd be looking for Fibonacci wise also. Well, not on this pole. Yeah, actually, yeah. So let's take you price label and let's throw you up there. I didn't quite nail you though. Oh my God, get picky. Are you going to be anal about it? Stop that. This is a late night show, but we ain't getting anal about nothing. You can, however, join our free Telegram community. It's just there to entice you to become a full paid member of it. I mean, the full paid membership paywall, you get the same things you get on the free one. Only I'll be adding a little section where you will get my personal Bitcoin charts with pictures of my naked toes. Yeah, you foot fetish freaks. Also, early well adopters of Bitcoin, I love you. And as long as you want to support me $2,500 a month, baby, I will show you the hair on my toes. I even save my nail clippings for you, but you know it, you love it. That's for the top tier, but you get to join for free and get all the benefits until you get that top tier. And then if you want to take it to the next level, if you want your charts delivered with my feet pictures pointing to the price, when you get to that level, step up $2,500 a month. Join our VIP. I'm just laying it out there, folks. I'm just laying it out there. On a serious note. So I don't do we have it up there? I always like to pop this. I got the student charts areas up there. I've got a maze over here. This is why it's free, because I didn't know how to structure this thing. We got the Road Dog Lounge over here where all the cool kids hang out and where I post stuff, and we got the AI bot over there. Then we got the chart room, which has a maze. I didn't know you could do topics, and I was like, oh crap, look. So there's all kinds of information, free information, books, courses, all that stuff free. The only thing that you're not going to get over there is the private Bitcoin charts from me with my feet pictures. That's going to cost you. Right now, that's on sale for $2,500 per month. You foot fetish freak, I know you're out there. I'm waiting for you. Come on, baby. I got what you want. Here's a sample. Woo! Watch that algorithm go crazy, baby. Look at that. Imagine this little guy right here, unsocked, ankle and all, pointing to the Bitcoin price target. You know you want it. Come on, DJ. All right, I'm through shilling. Oh my God, I need this, says Justin Casper. I've been looking at that old message there. All right, so do we have people? We've got people going off. I'll come back to, I'm off topic tonight. I'm not even looking at, somehow we got onto we're trying to figure out where Bitcoin is going to go, but I'm doing it the hard way. I'm doing it on the 6-minute chart. Taking it one leg at a time. Mega phony pattern, man. You know, so what I have not been doing is zooming in and looking at flags. What I have not been doing is finding every move up and saying, look, you put it in a twisted sister and see if it comes back and does the ma-ma-na-ma-na. Because the more minute that you get, the more apt you are to screw this thing up. That's why we like the bigger time frames. Even if you're a day trader, you need some guidance from the bigger time frames, or else the small ones are going to beat you up. They're going to lie to you. They're going to distract you. They're going to fake you out. Okay, because that's what they do. To the upside. So we got a target. Yeah, I think we can regain 68.3. I hope so. They did this on a Friday, got us excited, moved us up on a Friday, Look, a beautiful cup and handle. Here's your cup. There's your handle. Bias, man. Well, they call me Scammy Cup and Hand. I mean, I think this is why this is happening tonight. I just see things that are kind of sloppy, and ultimately it's done from the wrong reasons. I believe it's for more personal gain and wealth. That you make a lot of money with trading groups and shilling those to new people that don't know, and you do some flashy stuff and talk the talk and stuff, and everything's good when it's going your way, and you get more confident and ego. Yeah, I'll tell you, join my group. You could have been in this too. Who else is here making money with me? And then that whole thesis fell apart today, didn't it? Boom, we came down. This whole market is nothing but probabilities, and you can do some predictions with probabilities. Just always remember the probabilities, but you want the biggest data set that you can get, and you don't get it on small time frames. I'm just saying. And when you zoom out, like I'm here on the 1 hour, all that stuff that we just went over in the bigger scheme of crap, what is nothing. When you zoom out, I'm just going to erase it all. Because when you zoom out to the 4 hour, it's nothing. All that stuff that we just went through, stressed, and people got liquidated through all that stuff, trying to just, is nothing. When you zoom out on the 4 hour, remember what we're in, the bigger sense. You just get rid of all this noise on the daily. Let's just do that, shall we? Let's do this proper. Let's go to the daily. I always start with the daily, if not the weekly. What do you think? We've found resistance here all these times, and everybody's calling inverted head and shoulder to a bottom reversal pattern to the upside for everything. But the bigger pattern is still this. It's a megaphone. It's a broadening pattern. It's a broadening wedge, or a channel, if you want to look at it as a channel. In those things, we look for a partial decline. In my opinion, we got that started right here. We even got a little booster step right here at this area. This was a 382 pull. Remember, we started looking at 382s. She wicked down. She did, and I count, but she closed her candles and held this area and closed above. So that counts as a 382 bounce, if you want to say that, a strong bounce for a stronger move up. Now, this may look familiar, because in cases, this should be true. A measure move for this leg that we went up, and we put this at that Fibonacci at the 382 that we bounced from, and it's suggesting we come up here to 74,000. That's the general rule for this little guy, right? There's also a fib level up there, a 618, a negative 0.618. A little cheat code up there. Give me some confidence. Yeah, that's pretty valid. That could happen. Now, I also think that it's a good idea to apply that to where price actually went down to, and you might. I think I've been testing these for just to try to tweak it for a little bit more accuracy and stuff. So I want to put that idea out there. That's up about 72,500. Also at a very special fib area right there, the 414, negative 414 on this particular fib. And that's the measured move we got. Bitcoin right where we are. This was our higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we're rejected where we always get rejected from. Now we got rejected there. That happened. There ain't no dying to that. We want to get a pullback. Now, are we going to bounce from where we are at that 382 for this one? We pulled that 382 from here. It may not hold. Okay, let's get ready for that. That one may not hold, especially seeing that we are at a top. Same thing that we did all on that 6-minute chart, following those trend lines, trying to figure where to get in, where to get out of the trade. Same thing applies on the daily. This one broke. Now we got a more mature trend line. Carry this line, put it to, we thought we had something here, right? Oh, we did. That's a bear trap. Maybe we can go with that idea. You can flesh it out and everything, draw your channels, but it also came below And if you come to this chart fresh, apply the rules to you, you're always going to go candle bodies to candle bodies. So it's a maturing trend line. In my personal opinion, this would be more respected for your angle or for your channel lookers than the steeper ones. They're maturing. So you got something like this going on right now. Looking for confluence. Oh, look, got some confluence under here. That looks pretty juicy. Does it hold up over here? Yeah, I likes it. So we got our channel. We only got 2 humps out of this channel. I'm always looking for at least 3 humps. Don't always get 3 humps, but as a general rule, you get 3 humps. We got some hope, ladies and gentlemen, but we might be coming down to 64,000 is what the trend lines are just telling us. It's what the 200 daily moving average is telling us. It's what the 50 moving average is telling us. Now look at the good side here. What's going on? 50 moving average crossing that 200 moving average on this particular time frame is one of the best, traditionally seen as one of the most positive trade signals. The golden cross on the daily. That will affect the markets. There will be bots programmed, there are traders programmed to do that, even if price is coming down. And I'd say a lot of times when you see some of these bigger moving averages, 50 and the 200 is not too big, but sometimes you'll see this happen even with it. I see it more with the bigger, like the 100 crossing the 200 than I do for the 50. But sometimes when that buy signals happen, that's why I say it's a buy signal, meaning not necessarily buy today or buy now, but buy the next pullback, because a lot of times there will be a pullback even after it crosses. So over the next few days, we can definitely see price coming down. If I had to speculate, I would say we're probably could be retesting the bottom of this trend line, and we will probably go along this trend. And if we kind of just makeshift put him in a weird channel, I'm doing this just to kind of get a time frame, and it's kind of suggesting that maybe we might hit this area sometime right before Halloween and then bounce around Halloweeny. Oh, we're going to have a Halloweeny bounce? I think we're going to have a Halloweeny bounce. I'm going to label it for Halloweeny. It looks like it might happen before, but well, let's just stick with, let's go to the 4 hour, see if the 4 hour will help us nail this idea. Okay. Wicks, candle bodies, wicks. I'll stick with that. And this tells me on the 4 hour. Yes, we'll stick with that. So if I had to make a price prediction just using some simple standard methods, and I think you'd be surprised about how accurate that this can be. I don't know when price might actually touch the bottom of this trend line, but something within this channel is getting us here. So I'll stand by that. I say we got a good chance coming. What happened to your 382 fib? Well, we'll probably lose that guy, but did we consider the overall fib from the 2 humpy humps we got now? Where's that? Where's that 382? Oh, it's a little lower than what we got there. I hope we don't come down to that one, but if we do, we're cool. From this low hump to this counting the full move, which is not, in my personal opinion, I think we got another hump coming, and I think it's going to look something more like this. But we'd go with what we got. Counting these 2, okay, we'll look at that. I still like to go from this one, the initial impulse, because that's the best place to kind of see how this one's going to react right now, in my personal opinion. 382, if we hold it, I'm sticking to it. We should get a big move. May not come down to the bottom trend line. Lose it? Well, we're probably going to come down and test this 50. You remember Charles Dow, big swing to the upside, usually comes down to the 50% mark's what he says, and that's perfect right there for October 30th. I'll predict that by October 30th, and it doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong, I'm just doing this for show, but why has us have some fun with it? Let's make a prediction. We got the freaky face on the night. We got the soothsayer on the night. Sean.
For those of you out there that have hit my like button, I truly thank you very much.
The doctor is in, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're doing this tonight. We're just doing it. The doctor's here. We're doing a Bitcoin checkup right now, and the doctor's got a prescription, and the prescription is always for some more cowbell, because nothing's going to help you in this market more than cowbell and the Road Dog Feet Pictures OnlyFans group. I'm talking to you little feet pervert out there. Yeah. Love you guys. You're awesome. Come and see my feet. All right. All the rest of you get all the information without my feed, so you just don't know what you're missing. But hey. Oh, no, I'm not in that one, am I? Student chart area. Caspa, we got a Caspa area. I dare not go there right now. We even got Joe from Trade Intuition. Oh no, that was me post something in my comment. The Telegram community, check it out. Sean, if you want to. Sean, are you passed out drunk again, Sean? I want to put those links up. They should be, or they're not working. Okay, they are. It should be in the video description if you don't know how to get there. I'll have a Telegram link to get you there. And it's just a hangout community. We just hang out, man. You know, I'm not there all the time, but when I'm, you know, I keep up with it, try to keep up with it every day. It's a good place to just share information and hang out. Channel idea. I like it. We're still good. We're just in a downward run, lower lows, lower highs. A little bitty channel. That's all. We don't even need to, you know. We don't even need to watch it that close. The biggest thing is that we got rejection off of this guy. We need to make him big and huge-mongus. Because it got us. It got us, baby. We got rejected off of that sucker. We did not make a higher high. So now here's something. In all technicalities, we're still under this guy's jurisdiction because we didn't top him out. We didn't king him. We didn't get above that high. This is the guy that we're trying to get. Hopefully we're regrouping here at the bottom and then trying to make one more run and get our breakout. That's what we're hoping for that will happen, and that can play. Probably won't see it this weekend. They love to play with us on a Friday, and today they decided to get our hopes up and then dump on our asses. That's what market makers do. That's what the whales do. That's what they do. I don't trust movements going up on Friday, nor do I trust them going up on Sundays, because they're usually followed by some kind of flush out. That's that. If you haven't learned that in this game, well, open your ears, hear that. Hear me. Weekend pumps at this point cannot be trusted. I'm not sure if they can be trusted at any point, really. They're fun to ride, and if you plan for them, you can take advantage of them. All right, so that's the magic number that we need to get above. We haven't, we're so close. And all this took was that little bit. We haven't really even come down. We're 66,000, where we've been for a while. And that crashed our altcoins, man. And that's what sucks about being in altcoins right now. Bitcoin gets the value. Bitcoin keeps gaining in value and gaining more notoriety. And altcoins, anytime, it's an unfair ratchet, kind of. Anytime Bitcoin goes up, altcoins can go up. Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go way down. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins come back up a little bit. Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down more. And, you know, and they're always losing value against Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin dominance. Why we keep up with that tracks that. So technically, we are still in the jurisdiction of this guy because we have not made a lower low. We have not made a higher high. Hey is the key. This one is the key to this whole move right here. This is the keystone, if you will. All you masonry freaks, you gate builders. I used to build fences, and they never called me. They never called me Patrick the Fence Builder. No. I used to be quite the fisherman, I did. They never called me Patrick the Fisherman, the Fish King. No, they didn't. No. But I tell you what, get caught screwing one goat, and it just attaches to your name forever. Patrick the Goat. All right. I don't know what the hell that means or where that come from. But welcome to the show. You get plenty of that around here. Spontaneous weirdness. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. How's she doing? So any place that she might be coming down to, I would also be basing on you. Well, no, on you. If we ever lose this channel, oh my gosh. I mean, the measure move just kind of makes it a little bit easier. When we lose a channel, if we do, wherever it breaks out of, let's say if it came down here in October and oh no, that she gave it up. It wasn't a fake out. She just gave it. I don't see it. I see 3 humps. That's something more down through here. But if she did, well, then I would be looking for somewhere around 55,008, which something I've heard. I think some people have even been calling that out now. That is close to from where we are swing low to this current swing high at our 618 Fibonacci. I would probably target that area right there. It's 57,000. There's no reasons to even start going there. Just maybe, you know, plan B idea, kind of like a backup plan. If okay, no worry, you know, got kind of look at the danger signs ahead because that could be happening. Personally, I think we can come back for a hump, go back up, maybe do a double. If hopefully not a double top. Hopefully we break above and get that high and come up, then down. If we come back up through here somewhere, if we actually do what we're talking about that it could be doing and coming up here, 74, getting a retest and then breaking it there, breakdown from there, coming back to 61. Oh, that'd be a nice little mess up for the market. Flushes out. I don't know. We don't know. She may keep on going. We're speculation right now. All we need to worry about is, man, are we cool? We good? We got a plan to protect our asses? Are we protecting that capital? That's the main thing. Let's go to the chat. Man, I've been a chatty Cathy this whole time. I'm sorry, man. Did we use up all of our time? I've been going a whole freaking hour without even... The whole show has been on this. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't get to go over altcoins or anything. Are we having a double feature? We got 16 people here. Let's go see what you guys have been talking about while I've been chatting. We got a lot of ones in here. See, we got shout out to Strega. Strega's in the house. Strega! Rising Sun. Barnum. We got AD. Man, I like that. I like that emoji. I don't know. You're telling me that my stream is, I don't know. We got Sam, Nikki9. Hey, welcome to the stream. That's a new name I haven't seen here. Welcome to the show. I hope I haven't freaked you out. I'm not for everybody. I'm a little different. I know that. We just love crypto and hopefully we can show you some tricks so that maybe you guys don't have to work for the man, because I don't work for the man anymore. I'm not sitting here in a Lamborghini right now or anything, or got a Ferrari behind me or anything like that yet. But I don't have to go be a corporate slave to the 9 to 5 anymore. And crypto has opened up that door for me, as well as a supportive wife who is, you know, letting me do my little YouTube dream and crypto dream. Because, hey man, well, this stuff kind of works. We got Jason. I'm last. How's it going, Jason? 15-second charts dictates the monthly. Oh, you get it. He got it. She got it. Good brown gravy. How's it going? Road Dog. Keep an eye on Scoop. It's the first native token created by the AI chatbot Truth Terminal that pumped GOAT. It owns 60% of the tokens, but doesn't know it. What? Doesn't know it yet. I hadn't heard of Scoop, but GOAT has been a very interesting one to watch. And I'm a fan of GOAT now. And we'll probably take a look at that one too. So Scoop. Okay, we'll put that one on the list there. Chris Real says, what's your favorite indicators for a beginner? We'll come back to the chat here. Let me clean up this chart. That's a myth. Indicators for a beginner. I would say if you're first starting out, the most important ones I think for a beginner to start with, I think the RSI. The RSI and then the stochastic RSI, which I use, but mine is built into this other indicator called Market Cipher. It's a little bit more. It's not hard. It looks like a big mess, but it's very intuitive. And once you get used to what's going on, you can just glance at this and just that's what's going on in the market. It's really cool. This is a free version called VMC, which I highly recommend, but probably not for a beginner. Maybe a couple of months down the road when some other concepts make sense, got your head wrapped around things. But it shows the stochastics here. And it's stochastics. I'll pop one up here. Stochastics RSI. You probably see a lot. This is what it looks like. It's this guy. So this one and the RSI together, I think are helpful for beginners. And then I'm going to say 5 moving averages, the 5 moving average strategy. Those two together for indicators will work miracles, in my personal opinion. Those are that's my biggest go-tos. MACD's also, yeah. Now, for a beginner, this one's cool, but I use this one. I mean, it's a lagging indicator and it's slow. I like this one for confirmation on bigger time frames. It's my favorite way, but it helps you track the momentum. But if you're using the moving averages, I don't think I'd worry so much about the MACD. You'll get that information with the moving averages. And so I use a 5 moving average strategy, and you tailor it to what you do, but I'll show you what I've got and what works for me. Technically, I use an 8 now. I've added 3 more, but they're just for checks and balances. The whole thing for my system is that this is what separates me from the minute guy, because the minute guys haven't figured this out yet. The 9 moving average is your trend indicator. We got 5 moving averages. We got 2 small ones that stick close to price. The best one being the 9 moving average. If you're above the 9 moving average, you're in a solid good uptrend. When you lose that 9 moving average, things is changing. So if you're really, really nailing a good move, you want to follow that one. 9 and then 21 moving average. 21 or 20 is pretty much a standard. 20 is used in Bollinger Bands a lot. Then the 50. From the 50, I got the 100 and the 200. The 200, 150, 21, those are all standard. The 9, not everybody uses the 9, and that's probably one of the coolest ones I've got here, because using that one just helps me. That just shows me so much. Before other people, it shows me things that it takes other people a long time to figure out. If you listen to some of the morning guys, they got some strategies. They're bots. I've seen these strategies with my bots a long time ago when I used to do bots. The 1 minute 200 moving average strategy, that's nothing new. That's the old strategy. You can train a bot to do that, to buy and sell when they go above that. That was one of the strategies I tested out years and years ago. It's a break-even strategy at best. It really is, that whole method. You can use that in conjunction with some other things, such as your patterns or Fibonacci, and get some bigger trade ideas, and you can take advantage of it. But if you are just using a strategy on the 1 minute, where because my bots have done it, they'd buy every time it go above and they'd sell every time that it would go below, and that whole idea, it's a break-even strategy at best, slightly losing. That's tried and tested. Gunbot crypto bots or trading bots. That's back in the day. That's where I learned about all that stuff. It sucks, and that's one reason why I'm going to say that the person that talks about that strategy a lot, it's not a bad strategy. You just got to use it in context with some other things. Combine strategies, and you got a more powerful strategy. Stick to one little thing, and you just got this. That's why their account never grows. It stays the same. They gain a little bit, brag about it. We're making it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And they're giving it back and not talking about it. Or maybe just glancing over it. Yeah, bad day, but sometimes. But we make all the gains. This is how you this is how you grow an account. But it's never grown. It stayed around. It started at, anyway, I'm not trying to badmouth, but it stayed around 5,000 for the longest, and then it was bumped up to 22 on this particular person I'm talking about on YouTube that goes by the strategy a lot. But now we're just hanging around 20. That's it for months and months and months. And the whole idea that we're okay. I'm getting off topic. but the indicators, that's what we were talking about. So if I had to sum it up, RSI, maybe the MACD, stochastics RSI being a great indicator, and 5 moving averages with the 921. And the moving average strategy is pretty cool because that will tell you a lot how these moving averages interact with each other, how they're stacked on each other, the angles that they're going to each other, if they're going at a stink angle or crossing at a shallow angle. Those are the things that you'll start noticing and learning and listening to when it comes to this strategy. It's a lot more. It's a lot more telling than, well, price is far away from the 21 moving average, and let's draw a triangle and hope that it touches it and up to the upside. I mean, it's more dependable than just that. It gives you so much more. It's just so much more insightful. Like here on the very 1 minute chart on Bitcoin right now, just using the 5 minute strategy, this looks good. Why does it look good? 200 moving average to 100, they're in order. 50 moving average, they're stacked up in order. Price is above the 9 moving average in a strong trend here on the 1 minute. And now we're getting a cross. It's a shallow cross, but it's crossing and it's going to count. This 21 crossing that 50 any minute now. Now there could be a pullback, and you kind of learning that sometimes in these crosses you might be getting a pullback, but we're above the 9. It's testing it now. If it stays above it, she's going to pop and keep going. That's what we're looking for. 9 moving and averages. It's giving us a clue. I'm not sitting there saying, well, she's still getting too far away from the 21 and jump out of my trade or something like that. Or, you know, I also use this Ichimoku cloud, but I use the very basis of that. That's just for my peace of mind. It keeps me out from making stupid mistakes sometimes. All right, let's zoom me out. Meanwhile, Total 3 has just been getting a big old smackdown. Altcoins have been suffering, lost the 200 daily moving average on the altcoins. Tricky area here, man. This could lead to a bigger rejection. Just being serious. That would suck. And the bigger picture of things when we zoom out on Total 3. I mean, falling wedge, we're just at this area testing the breakout right now. So still early. Looks bleak, but we're not bad. If you're looking for the inverted head and shoulder, the dangle patterns, well, it's not been yet confirmed. And not yet invalidated yet either, so. We got to take a look at Kaspa. Because now she did something naughty. She did something bad, and I've been warning. I've been warning about the signs I've been seeing. I haven't been saying she's definitely doing this and she's definitely coming, because I don't want to see it happen neither any more than anybody else. But Kaspa losing it, y'all. Kaspa on the daily is not looking good. Kaspa is giving you the death cross on the daily. She had 11 points. She's still at 11.6. Now, I've been seeing some signs that we could go to 10 or as far as 9. And I don't know what's going on with Kaspa, but it's not a good look right now. I thought a lot of people are going to lose faith in Kaspa, and you might get people capitulate and make for a steeper sell-off. Now we got to take this whole thing into consideration here. And we lost our 382 area, 13 cents. That was not cool. Oh man. This is a hope and a prayer idea right here. Now we're into our wiggle room of how far can we stretch this? How much rope can we give her? You know, before she just finally hangs herself. We don't want her to, but man. So there, now I will say this doesn't mean it's a straight drop or anything. With the way the moving averages are up here, even though we got the death cross and 100s wanting to cross that 200, remember when the 100 crosses that 200, a lot of times we see the opposite thing happen. Short term, we see a bounce back, right? I would expect some kind of retest, and that would get us back above this trend line, and we may be okay from there, or we will have to see. Kaspa in trouble though. She's shaky, and I'm just worried. If you're on leverage, well, anybody to leverage, there's not much you can do with leverage. Perpetuals, you'd already be out. But I mean, I've got a cutoff point of when I got to quit messing with it to save my capital on spot margin. So I'm looking at these kind of things right here. But we could come back up to these areas about 14, maybe 15. That's a little hopeful at the moment, I think. Level out and maybe recover, go sideways, and maybe we see something like that. Or if nothing else, then what we don't want to see. Oh man, it would work that way too. Yeah. This would be the warning signs. We come back up, we can't get past here, 13.1. I wouldn't be expecting 8.2 cents to be a coming for Kaspa if that scenario plays out, or maybe lower, but at least 8.1 cents. I'm not sure if I can handle that in my current situation. The other scenario I would be seeing would be coming up to the 382, and that one's starting to play. Now that might be about 14.6 cents out of Kaspa. It's still roll over, but that gives us a chance to do the little rangy thing. But we could still come down, and if we did, I know we have to figure it out, but that would still technically kind of put these guys on the table. And the higher we come and get rejected, the more we are to range and recover. That's what we're hoping for. So we need to see a V-shaped recovery out of Kaspa right now, and I'm not sure that we're going to, I don't know, are we showing signs of that on the smaller time frames? Not yet. I thought she was earlier. She looked like she was bouncing. So, okay, so she's caught right here, right now on this guy, and that looks steep. You look like you went full on 618. No, you didn't. Okay. She didn't go full on 618, man, because you go full on 618, man, then you probably ain't coming back. No, I'm just kidding. You probably are coming back. That was brutal for Kaspa. So I'm sure that the memes, I haven't even looked at the memes. I'm sure that they got forward too. I think the memes plays into this a lot. I really do. Everybody looking at it as being a really, I mean, it can be, but you got to have more than just memes. And of course, the first thing people's going to do with a meme is capitalize on it, right? So there's going to be sell-offs, people taking profits. It's just that people aren't sticking with Kaspa. They're selling out the Kaspa. It's diluting Kaspa is what it's doing, which already has too many damn many coins anyway. That's about the only criticism I got for Kaspa is you got too many coins. It's gonna mess with your market structure and performance because you got too many freaking coins. It's true. And so she was up to 20 cents and now she's down. And how far did you go down, Kaspa? 10.9 ish. Wow. I'm having to take secondary measures over on my Kaspa position over there, and I'm feeling like, man, this is acting like we had a drop to 55,000 or something, and we've only dropped just a few thousand in Bitcoin. It's affected altcoins and Kaspa especially this bad. That's not right. Something is afoot here. That they need to fix this. I'm just telling you. They need the stable coin that would balance it. And I don't know, do they have the smart contracts? Are they still going to do the smart contracts? I haven't heard officially on that on Kaspa yet, but I'm not trying to fight Kaspa or anything, but you got to take it. Look, the warning signs have been there. We've been talking about for forever and just hoping that they don't appear, but they seem to, the charts usually don't lie when they're warning us. It's us that don't want to believe it, don't want to hear it, don't want to see it. No. You walk it off. Sometimes they can walk it off. Kaspa's at an area, man. That's a major trend line to lose. She better not lose it. She lose it. Let's spell it out. I know some of you are married to Kaspa. I know that. Sorry. This is going to offend some people, and I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to, but I gotta slap you with some reality, man. I'm your road dog. I'm sorry. if them developers don't quit selling all that meme money and all them, that they got in early, some of them got in early, those developers, but whatever. So some big money people, opportunists, got over them meme coins too, right? We know this because they just sold the crap out of them harsh and heavy. And also pump them up, help them pump to get all the excitement for it too. There's some big players over there too, and they're the smarter money, smarter than the most of the other Caspa supporters. I'm just going to say that. They will take advantage of this coin, and they have been. They have pushed it to the extremes of its channel. This could be the straw that breaks Caspa's camel's little back. It needs to come back. She spiked down below this, man. I'm giving her wiggle room. She spiked below it. She can come back. She needs to go away from here, never come back to this area at 11 cents again, is what she needs to do. If she does not heed the direction, hey, bitch, you headed the wrong way, turn around, go back. There's a guy with a chainsaw down here going to cut you all up. And she's like, oh, la, 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 I miss Red Riding Hood. Oh, Crystal Lake? That sounds like a great place to go camping. Let's go. I mean, we tried to warn you. You're all gonna die! Turn around! $0.05 could be is your measure move. 5 cents. If she don't, things don't start, another 50% drop. And then a slow lag ass recovery. Nobody gonna like it. Nobody gonna play. It's like, oh, Caspa. Oh, you mean that one's got so many coins? The one that went up looks so promising, but then turned into nothing. Yeah, we don't want that. It doesn't have to be that way, but that's going to be people going to have a bad taste in their mouth with Caspa. So you got some bad actors playing around in this space, is what I'm trying to hint out. You need to flush them guys out because they dumping and they ruining Caspa. That's my take. Oh my God. I think we lost 15,000. We lost half our subscribers right there. Telling the truth about Caspa. My best plan, what I'm looking at, I've got to, I don't want to, but I got to de-risk as she comes up. So hoping for we get this pulled back up as close to 15.5 cents and limit orders. My plan, I got to do this on spot margin, pyramid out some, de-risk, because I don't know what she's going to do. Ideally, this would be the place where I'd be one, hey man, I want to start layering in and do that. And I've had to refrain from, and luckily I have refrained from doing that a little bit. But ideally for me, that's what I would be trying to do here, is actually trying to buy. And then maybe I'm missing an opportunity, but because I'm leveraged in on it, I've got to safeguard myself from the possibility of it coming down here and losing it all. So that's not a smart play. So my strategy's got to be just a way bit different. But you need to tighten up, and I'm not seeing that it's happening just quite yet. In fact, I want to go to the weekly on the MACD and see what she's looking at. That looks like a locomotion in motion. She's got the momentum behind her. There ain't nothing putting the brakes on her. So, well, the shoulder, head and shoulder, a little triple top. Well, that would still be a channel line, and it would still get you down to right around 5 cents. There goes everybody. Sorry. Chris Rios said that can keep me occupied for a couple of years. Oh, I give it too much. You get used to it a lot sooner. I wouldn't try to rush stuff, but as long as you get some solid fundamental tradition, get the traditional ideas behind you first, man. That's what you need. And just like come join our little Telegram group. You need a community of people that you can bounce ideas off of, and that's what we've got over there. What I'm trying to encourage over there, or any other group, will help you pick these things up. Paid groups, I'm not a big person on paid groups. From what I see, what they deliver and what you get, they might, for me, I needed a direction, like a syllabus as what to look at. I got that out of the group, but then I took that and ran with it and found other sources like Thomas Bukowski. You'll see me mention him a lot, patternsite.com. That's a free site, or you can buy his books. But for pattern trading, and just basic stuff and stuff, that's a great source, but you'll find more than you ever need over there. Wealth of information there. That's a reliable source to learn from. Besides support and resistance lines. Yep. And also, Chris, now in my little, I'm going to put it over my little YouTube membership streams. I do some stuff over there, and my plan is actually, and starting soon, to start just doing I used to do a chart school series, and I've got videos. You can go check those out. That goes over the stuff I've just talked to you about and explains it. You'd have to go to my YouTube thing, pull up, and it's the chart schools. I've even gotten its own little series thing, playlist. And it's also, you can get it on the Telegram group too. I got links to it over there on the Telegram. That'll walk you through some of that stuff too. But yeah, support and resistance lines where everybody starts, and diagonals, and add a few things. Just keep this more simple. You keep things, the better, I believe. Fibs are cool though. When you get the fibs, I'll show you some stuff on fibs. Took me a long time to figure out that information. I kept looking and searching, and I finally found some. Nikki9, that's some pretty crisp multi-layered TA so far. Thank you, my man. Nikki9, all your charts look like graffiti art. They do. It looks cool and navigates you pretty good through the price. Oh, thank you. I like getting feedback on my strategy, or what I'm trying to share too. Because I think I don't know. There's some things people use, and there's some things you can put together that I don't see people necessarily putting together. They go together pretty good. Kind of like Ratatouille when he's, he eats this. And Cody, if you were the person on the thumbnail, I'd be 350 to 10. That's funny. I did pick out a nice thumbnail. Now there's Strega going 111, 111. What time is it, man? We've been going, oh my gosh. I have not really went through anything tonight. I've just been talking. Aunt Sermi, how's it going, my man? Dog's a legit lunatic. That is true. Well, you haven't seen half of it. It is this part of the show we do change things up a little bit. I haven't even went over the news or anything. I go totally off the program tonight. Normally I try to go through and screen through charts, and a lot of times on my night streams and whatever, I do like to just try to ideally to screen through just charts, look at them, keep up to date on them, track them or whatever. But then sometimes I just start getting into the charts, man, and I just start going over all the TA stuff, and I like it. I don't know, I like talking about it. I hope somebody learns from it, because it would have helped me if I had somebody like this when I was learning it 4 years ago or 5 years ago, however long it was. I stayed away from this because I thought it looked too hard. And to compensate and to take a different route, I went into bots. I did this totally ass backwards, that aspect. All the stuff I learned there first didn't make sense until I learned TA. And I'm like, oh, that's what that is. I don't know. But I'm familiar with some various different indicator strategies as well, just from my bot experience. Strega. Nick and I, are you in a position right now? Not anything major. I'm doing some spot spot margin, and I'm managing that because I got too many damn coins. It's being an opportunity cost for me to do some, spur of the moment things. I do have some small futures account, and it's small because that thing back in August kind of really wiped my ass out. It was doing so good. I had a futures account up to about $15,000, I think. And then I got raped. The market got raped back in August, and me trying to use some little smart ass strategy, which, oh man, I was having success with it, but they got me within $1, liquidated me. And then the hindsight, I'm like, well, you're dumb to play that game anyway. Why do you want to try to ride this down? And then It was just stupid. Using the wrong tools, basically. Using futures to try to do some spot margin or swing trade ideas, and did not work. But I had to try it, right? So yeah, I'm in some small trades, but I mean, I'm small. Like my margin is like $65. I think this account now is like $1,500. And I've got it in some regular Bitcoin trades. I don't know what the value on that one is. It's probably 100 or 2. But they're down like 6%. I'm just using 15x leverage, so nothing major. I'm just nibbling, and I shouldn't be really. I should have got out of that, to be honest with you, and cut it in cutter. So that's what I'm looking for, because it's good shorting. I missed the short opportunities because I stick with some kind of little nibbly trade. Is what I've found to get away from it. So I'm eager to close it out and see what else we can get into the actual trade. Caspa, man, you gotta do better, Caspa. Look at the 4 hour in Caspa. So we gotta. Is Caspa going to live? Caspa going to live? What magic can we? What necromancy can tell us if Caspa shall live or die? Well, you know, it's got a Fibonacci involved with it. It's going to be me doing it. Come on, girl. Talk to me. She's got a good chance to bounce here. In my personal opinion, this is a good place. Everything's adding up that this would be a nice area for support. But it's a major area. If she does lose this, it's not good. It's not good. But it looks like we maybe it's it. Maybe I don't think we're seeing quite the signs of it yet. But why'd I color that yellow? It just came up yellow. You weren't the red one. Let me get my color codes right. This one was a 1272 Fibonacci, one of my main staples here. When I was learning Fibonacci, you know, you learn it, and then you get the teachers out there, and all they know is the 618. Look, you come back down to here and 21 moving average, and or the 786 and buy. That's all you're told, and then you finally slowly uncover the mysteries of the Fibonacci. And I go through that in the YouTube membership area. What I was going to say earlier is in the $3 membership area that I've got. I mean, I'm going to try to do some live video, the chart school videos that I have. I want to try to do those live and kind of revamp them or something. So I may be doing some live training over there, just going over the, you know, just basics, trend lines, support, resistance, and add the indicators. So I'll be doing something like that in the $3 membership area. I'm trying to start doing it next month, which we're almost there. So that's what I was trying to spit out earlier and got distracted. So I got some good things saying that Caspa, I'm looking. This might be a good chance for the bump, but she's not out of the woods yet. It's not like she's just going to take off and break out and everything. We're fine. Everything's fine. There's a mess over there to be cleaned up, in my personal opinion. I think we got a channel. I think we got this little guy right here. And she's done her little Humpty humps, and it's time for her to go the other way. But if she's not going to cooperate with that idea, it might be time to leave Caspa alone. So to me, this is going to be my line in the sand where I continue on with Caspa right here. What she does at 11 cents, I don't want to see her below 11 cents. Especially any strong moves. A wick, I might entertain that idea, not liking it, and I'll be cussing the whole way. But anything like starting to close candles under here, I think I will be taking a break from Caspa, because that would be a bad sign. Something else is going to Just throwing that out there for the dogs. I hope that doesn't piss people off. That's true. Robotech Trader, hello everyone. DMC3, Casper bleeding heart. Yeah. Sam says 40,000K. What? No, the problem. You get one red day in the market and you'll get the people coming out. We're going back to 30,000, 40,000, 48. Cooked. Oh, there's more chat. I like the chat. Nah, it's a counter. Nicky 9 says maybe Sunday. They'll play. Well, we'll have fun this weekend. They're not gonna. You never let a crisis go to waste, ladies and gentlemen. The whales like to come out and play right now. So until we get real retail coming in to the market, and that's what I've been looking for on the weekends. I'm seeing I'm watching what the market makers do on Fridays. You guys have been watching our channel. Every weekend you'll hear me say this. See where they park us. They like to put us in an area on a Friday where we don't know. Where retail is like, I don't know. I'm too scared to do anything. I don't know. They like to put us there a lot. The last few times they've been getting a little bit more bullish, running us up on Fridays. Usually we didn't see that. Now they like to get us and play with us on the weekends. Normally, without having the people in the market, the weekends were lackluster and prices would always come down. Last ones, they've been playing around and pumping us up, getting us excited and getting us, oh my gosh, I better start buying this or it's not coming back. Buying in on the green candles, especially on Sundays. And like last Sunday, I think it's been like this last 3. Get us excited on Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday, they're going to pick a day to dump us. It's their money machine right there. That's their play. But yeah, until we get actual people coming in and everybody starts talking about crypto more and it's more of a thing, and it's getting there. We're getting there. We are. They're just trying to fool us to think it's here early, and then they're weeding us out. And then the Bitcoin people with this range in Bitcoin, they're just draining the Bitcoin. They're tiring you out, trying to scare you out and get your Bitcoin. The big dogs are loading up, and this is their game. This is how they get it from the normal people like us. They make us tired of it, make us think that something's turning around and going good, so maybe we'll throw some leverage on it, and then we get caught up and like, oh man, and they have a way of extracting our Bitcoin. They want it. They want that more than anything. More than anything. You're just not seeing it yet, but you will. Tokens with inflation supply are going to lose in this run, in my opinion. I don't like the inflation supply now. So one of the things that made me start liking NETH more is that it become deflationary, the way they restructured. So I'm like, oh, okay, well now I'll start looking at you. But before, and that's why I'm not that big on Solana, because I don't think it's, there's so many other, I mean, technically Bitcoin's inflationary, but there's a maximum amount. Some of these coins still go to infinity. I am in way too many positions and I'm trying to narrow it down. I said, damn it, the market's just not cooperating with me to get my points to weed out of them and get out and put the money into stronger portions yet. I'm trying. It's a slow process with the spot margin thing. Keeper 3 took a big, yeah, I saw that. It might be at a nice place to look at buying. I don't have any, so I don't need to add another coin. So that's my problem. I like to see a final dip below the 10 cent to 9.2 cent and then swing long term from there. On Caspa, the only thing is it will break this structure, and if it does that, that's a sign of a bigger problem. She's already put a wick through there. A wick we can handle, but that would be a long wick to come back and recover from. It would break also this trend line and that one. That's just it's like she's on a frozen lake and this is the weak spot, and she's in the danger area, and she's walking on very thin ice right here. And then if she wants to bounce and then recover and go to the safer side of the pond and skate around and everything, cool. But right here, this is where it's just going to get ugly. So any capitulation below this line, I'm taking it as a bad sign for Caspa. So you need to make sure this green candle keeps it being green, and you start recovering at least for a bearish retest. So I've tried to make that clear. That's what I'm looking for. So we're on thin ice now, meaning we could, if we start losing this now, it could be brutal. I mean, brutal. But I mean, from here it'd be another 50%. But for people that got in at, if you even buy it at 18, 20 cents, oh man. Dump down 80%. Your $100 turns into $20. You'd be pissed, and you'll never want to mess with Caspa ever again. You'll never trust it. You'll remember this meme coin episode, and then we just went to shit after that. Will be the narrative, and that would be bad. That would be bad too. That's just the long-term effects from breaking that level. So Gaspa's life depends on this in a lot of ways, in my personal opinion. But so we would like to see her come up and go along her merry way, hopefully, but she could also do this and then break it. That's another scenario. So I don't want to see that happen. So it's imperative that I de-risk on the way up here. I can't take a chance on going as hard until I get some confirmations. I got to be more conservative on this one. Oh, that's the wrong one. What were we? Keeper, KP3R, right? How is that one doing? It's cracking. Here's MXC futures. I like spot. I probably did Binance, or maybe I didn't chart it there. Ooh, dang. So here we are. We see this a lot. We get this. It starts rounding. Right. Look, there's a shoulder, head and shoulder to the upside. Look, there's a dingle pattern right here to the upside. One thing I want to point out, do you see, where's the neckline on this? Is it slanted? One thing I'm going to say, when you get a lot of people are just immediately go to these bottom, and it is a bottom reversal pattern, inverted head and shoulder. But this one, this neckline slants. This is not a great neckline. This is a very messy chart, but technically you'd be around here, but it slants on the bodies. When you zoom out and you follow the trend lines and see what you got there on that idea, even if you went over here, that would be kind of weird. It's squeezing, but it's a rising wedge, really. And of course, that I did not play out. The slanted ones, not great. Your best head and shoulders are as level as they can be. They're not always. Or if they're slanting down, because you really got a megaphone pattern when that happens. But when they're rising up like that, and some people won't point that out. I'm just here to point it out if that's what you see. Otherwise, you got other ideas. That's not what I was trying to do. Keeper, you had this breakout, whatever. This is basically a better way to kind of track that than say just force a pattern. Look, it's an inverted head and shoulder upside. I'm jumping in now on this flag. Woo! Oh no! The people that they're teaching that way or showing that way, they're never following the overall trend line and putting, and that's key. That was a key to my strategy, because I used to do that too. I wouldn't pay attention. I would discount this major trend lines. That's just a trend line. Yeah, I know it in my head, but I'm not really taking it seriously when I'm drawing out my flags. Oh, my flag happens to break that trend line. That's probably nothing. Still a flag to the upside, right? And those kind of ideas. That line means something. It's not stressed enough. And here we are, dumpy, and it's just trying to do rounding. It looked like a nice turnaround. Oh, it's a perfect rounded bottom idea. And this is what sucks, is that it legitimately looks like she's trying to do a big Bart Simpson butt crack rounded bottom. But when you're seeing it here and things going up, you're not seeing the idea of a butt crack so much, right? But when she starts leveling off and doing this part, well, that starts looking like a butt crack. Some of them look better. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, and probably you guys probably don't, but the rounding bottoms, sometimes they will peak, and they can. Not all. They don't have to always come out and make a full another butt cheek. Now, can you see it? Can you see Bart Simpson's butt crack? It's like a big accumulation, really, and they spike up. And a lot of times, I think there's a harmonic pattern here with Fibonacci's, which is not my forte. Mitch Ray does the harmonic patterns. Scott Carney does the harmonic patterns, and my Fib's strategy overlaps somewhat, but I'm not up to verse on those. But the Gartleys or whatever, there's a harmonic bearish pattern here. Well, bullish technically, I think, because it's got to come back down here before it can go up, if that makes sense. So I just call it a Bart Simpson butt crack because that's kind of what happens. And she may be an asymmetrical butt crack. She may just go up from here, but they come down. And in this case, instead of staying here level, well, it decided to take a little lower and go down, and that sucks, but that can happen. So we dropped a level, and so we got to fib it out. So for a keeper on this one, oh my, this could get rough, because that's a big jump right there. Oh no, okay, you did it. I thought it was going to be lower, and it could still be lower. But she's at her first level there where this could be support, that 113. However, do not get it twisted that she could not come down to $15. So depending on how she performs, will tell us whether we found our bottom or not. We're at a possible bottom here. It could be just our standard lower low, and then we go on our merry way, or we could be making our bottom down here at $15 for a keeper. If we're aiming for 15, I would expect this to probably come up, retest, and then go down. Look, we're recovering. Oh no, we're not. Oh shoot, we're back here at $15. It sucks. So that could be that scenario. It recovers and regains this area at 43. That's a big difference, $43 to $15. So this one's got some movement. So keeper. My gosh, we've been going for it's that time. It's about to happen. I feel it coming on. I just feel it coming on. It's turkey time. The golden brown turkey is here. We're talking turkey now. I've been on the string too long. I'm getting kind of crispy and dry. Striga says, I will not zoom out. Don't tell me what to do. I will not zoom out. What do you think about buying MAGA? Is that Warthog Thunderbolt? Hey, that's a cool name. Nikki 9 says 0.092. It'd be a nice place to buy gas, but I just think there's a danger sign if she hits it, or she goes there, or stays there anyway. What do you think about buying MAGA? I have some MAGA, and I've kind of got out of it when she was pumping up. I would have expected more. Maybe there will be, but you would expect it would have pumped before the election. I can't see much driving those political coins after the election, but the smart money takes their profit early, and I think that's what happened. So I'm sure there might be some last minute rally, but as far as the chart goes, man, it looks like it's been played. So I can draw up here. So MAGA, or the Trump meme coin right here, it was in June, man. Right there when Bitcoin, at the Bitcoin rally, that's when she peaked, and then it was downhill from there. It's crazy that would be it. And you would think, oh yeah, come down and we're going to bottom here. Look legit, right? At this point in the game, making a higher low. I don't even think that's a 786. It had all the signs. Oh, we're making a bottom and can recover, and she came back up. Here's what happened, chart wise, from right here to here. We couldn't get to our 618 Fibonacci there. Couldn't even get there. So, and we couldn't close candles above these critical fib areas, 3.2 and the 236, those accumulation zones. those bargain discounts. So she couldn't get past it, meaning, well, can't get past it, sell off or reaccumulate. This is one of those two options. She chose to come back and go lower. So it looks like all the steam is out. And I say that Ichimoku Cloud's got a different story. I don't know why. Ichimoku Cloud here's she talking crazy stuff. I can't. Why would it run now though? I mean, I know we got election coming. Okay, well, an election is still coming. I'm sitting here having a conversation with Ichimoku Cloud right now. I know we still got the election is coming. Okay, it's just a few days though. We're like 2 weeks. How far can you go in 2 weeks? I don't think you can go back up to, I could be wrong, but I don't think you go back to $15. If you do, that would be great. What did the fibs say? Fibs are saying we rejected off this twice, the top of the reaccumulation area that we've been in since July. I'm just saying it's just not fitting with the what you would have thought with the election narrative. Maybe it's got something else in mind. But 570, this area is going to be really hard. 200 moving average is up there too. So hopefully we can still see $5, maybe $6 out of it. I'm questioning where we're going to see 7 or 8, or if we do, maybe it's after the election and something like that. But think about the other coins that are competing with it. The Trumps, the other hippie Trump and all these other coins. Are they going to stick around? Think about the Joe Biden, the Joe Bodens and the Kamalas and stuff like that. I mean, what are people thinking that are doing all those things right now? Playing those coins. I mean, you have to realize that meme coins are just totally gambling. I mean, they really are. It's just lottery type gambling. It's just all speculative. So I'm not actually expecting much. I hope I'm surprised. Normally I could see maybe she could make a comeback and come back to $17, but or maybe it'll go the way of the meme. I don't know. Ichimoku Cloud likes it. It's looking promising, like it wants to try to do something. So let's hope it at least comes back up to this area right here, at least up to there. But I think I probably still got about how many of these? Less than 100 of them, I think. And I would probably overall kind of be probably around break even, probably somewhere around 5. So I'm hoping it'll go up there so I can kind of de-risk, and then I'll see what I want to do. So, but as moving averages so Ichimoku Cloud's actually got some good news. I'm not trying to just I'm just trying to speculate how this thing could possibly going to play out. But she's at a good area right now. I guess we didn't really consider analysis. 618 possible where she can catch 50 moving average. There's some signs here where she can catch the Ichimoku Cloud saying, yeah, just wait, baby, I got something for you. I'm about to put it on nitrous. And I'm like, I don't see it happening, but okay, if you say it, I'll watch for it. But I just can't see how this is going to take off to be crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. I've not bought any more down here. In other words, I've not filled my bags. Maybe I should, but I'm just like, it just seems like it's a disappointment since June. It just really does. I don't know how other Trump coins are doing, how they're going, but just this one that I happen to be in, I'm just like, I would expect something different right now. Signs are saying she's trying to do something, but like I said, how far up can you actually go? Your next run on the ladder is 778. That's doable, and that'll be an area to contend with. There's some congestion there. $11 is where I would be normally looking for it to go to, but can we do that in 2 weeks' time on the daily chart here? Maybe. How long was this? Well, that would take us to time-wise, matching that up. That's Tuesday, November 19th. Where would we be by the 5th? Yeah, we could hit here by $9. Okay, maybe that's some hope. That I would like that. That would make Daddy happy. That would actually be a fruitful venture for this. But I'm not going to be in profit until we get out of the accumulation zone over here at 558 on my play. Hey, there's Mr. Miles. How's it going, Miles? I haven't seen you in a while. Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles, we got a Caspa area over here, Caspa Alpha, and Justin's been putting some stuff over there again. How's it going, Mr. Miles? Glad to see you. I'm hoping you've been all right. Hello, strangers, he says. I made the mistake of looking at my favorite chart today. Oh no. Yeah, have you not seen it for a while? Well, I did do some analysis on it, and I will just say, in my personal opinion, I think we're at a make or break moment. We're at the bottom of the channel, so she's got the signs that this could be it needs to be the place where she bounces. We need to see her come back up and at least go to 15 cents. That's why I got my doctor suit on now for Caspa mostly tonight. But hopefully she will get a bounce there. Sam says, Mr. Miles, we missed you. Yeah, Miles is cool. We like Miles. Hope everything's going all right for you. Well, I've not really covered a lot of coins. I was hoping to look at Goat and Scoop, and I didn't get into that. Good burn gravy. Let's take a look at Goat real quick. Goatius Maximus. I was started to take profit, and I'm looking at this one, and you're seeing a top pattern form. I'm seeing a possible top pattern form, but are you also going to defy gravity? You could have Ichimoku clouds giving me like I'm ready to rocket ship, and I'm like, yeah, but you're at a top area too, and showing some bears. So I took some profits on this. Now I'm trying to layer in a little bit. My little DGen's starting to nibble at me, even though we broke a trend line, and this is areas to be cautioned that we could be just coming down a little bit. That's what that trend line is saying. This one over here, this is where GoatCoin could be coming back down like 48 cents, something like that, just on a slow burn. That could be what's happening. Or she could be fooling us, and I can't prove this yet. Well, maybe our channel is not fully yet defined. What is this line? Why is this line here? You're there to confuse me. Get away. I'd like this though. That can keep going. We're in a megaphone pattern, basically, is what we're in. And they're fun to play, but they can come back to the bottoms of them, 46, 48 cents. That would not be as fun. But if this trend line can hold, she could keep on going back to $1.05. So I'm watching. She's regained the 9 moving average, and that's why I'm starting to nibble in now. I'm keeping my eye on this one, but it also on the smaller time frames. We talk about that. We need to talk about this. This is what I'm talking about. When you zoom down to like 24, 15 minutes, something like that, you can see it. So we're at resistance, and we made a reversal pattern. This is an actual head and shoulders. Let's see if she's got a real solid neckline here. Yeah, that's legit. So it's confirmed, but it may invalidate. That's kind of a busted head and shoulders pattern. Maybe what we're looking at. That's what I'm watching for. Normally this would dump to the downside, but it didn't. But if it gets above 76 cents, then it invalidates this, and that was some very clever market makers, my personal opinion. And I'm just telling you, the Ichimoku Cloud is saying, yeah, I'm getting ready to freaking rock your world on this sucker. I'm like, for real? The death cross should be happening, and it's happening. It happened, and then it's trying to make a U-turn right here. It's trying to cross back over. So, I got my eyes on this one to see if we invalidate this pattern, and then it starts taking off. if an AI is behind this, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of cool. And I don't know. The AI can do some stuff, and maybe it knows how to promote it well too. Just the idea of it being a novelty is kind of cool. But the one scoop I've not heard of. But I want to find out more about it, so I'll look into that. We'll probably talk about it. But good Brown Gravy shared that idea, and just give him a shout out. I like it when you guys talk about it. You guys are sharing, and that's really where the magic of these channels happen. That's where the alpha comes from, when everybody's sharing and giving information. Sam says, Shapeshift Fox hit the top yet? I do not know. But I do know that being 2-hour stream, yeah, nobody's going to want to watch this little sucker, so I guess I'm getting tired. And hopefully you got some value out of it. We haven't really, I mean, we hadn't deviated from the normal thing. But thanks for being here with me, guys. Be here again tomorrow. And we'll look and see what the market makers are up to right now. Bitcoin is closing in on what? I mean, leaving? What are you talking about? Let's go back to this tiny 6 minutes. She's hanging in there, man. She's trying to make a little bit of recovery. We're going to come back to 67 something, 67.3-ish. Remember, we had some bullish divergence there on the wave, momentum wave. A little bit, you know, some weak divergence on the RSI. So give us a little hope. Bitcoin's still at a 382 level. Bitcoin looks promising, and that could hopefully help our altcoins too, like Cash, but need some help. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. God bless you. Good night.
Come on, come here, bud.
Saith the turkey man.
Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out.
Hey, cool, Mr. Boss. Thank you very much.
Make it look like it's so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Nope. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind. Unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same.